Never ever sell anything to the clients without fixing this one mistake. And no, it's not your price, it's not your service, and it's definitely not your portfolio. Well, this is chapter 2 of the offer module in building my web design business completely from scratch to up to $15,000 per month. And the actual reason you're losing your clients is because your offer sucks. But hold on, it's not as simple as you think. And once you understand why your offer is bad, you will actually start to realize why you're losing clients. Creating an offer is another thing, but understanding where your current offer stands and how you can improve that is a completely different thing. So today we're gonna dive deep into why your current offer sucks and how you can improve it. So let's get into it without wasting any more time. Okay, let's get into it. How would you know that your current offer sucks? First, let's understand how would you know that your current offer is bad. So if you have all of these things, if your clients say I need to think about it, if your clients constantly compare you to other freelancers once you tell them your offer, if you're competing on price instead of value, if your clients lowball you and you can't actually explain why you're worth more than everybody else, then your offer sucks. Most people might think that no, my service is bad or I need to improve my service, but it's actually not that your service is bad, it's actually your offer, and gladly we can fix that. So understand this one thing, no offer is bad offer, but how you present it will always matter. Take this as an example. You can't put a Bugatti's engine in a Toyota's body and expect it to sell for the same price. It won't, because how your offer looks, how it sounds, it matters a lot. The first thing that a client will judge you by is by how your presentation looks, how your offer looks, not what are you gonna do for him. Let's first talk about the mistakes you're making, and then we'll jump to how you can fix that. So mistake number 1, the invisibility trap. When you sell what everybody sells, you become invisible. Now what that means, so for example, if you say that we do Facebook ads, we build websites, we do SEO service, we do social media management, we do lead generation, you become invisible to the client, because that is exactly what everybody else is doing in the market. And if you're going to say the same thing, if you're going to repeat the same thing, it will always sound repetitive to the client. They will lose their interest instantly, because there are thousands of other people saying the same exact things to them. And this is exactly why it causes the clients to go away, because clients can find thousands of other people saying the exact same thing. You're forced to compete on price, not value, which automatically is a race to bottom. So what does that mean? Once you start selling services instead of outcomes, just like everybody else, you're competing with them on price. Clients will never realize what value you're going to bring in, and they're going to compare you with everybody else who is still selling the services, who is not selling outcomes. And clients will always think that, okay, which one is the most cheaper? Because right now the race is not about the value, the race is about the price, and you will always lose that race, and the lowest price one will always win. You attract hungry toads who remain unsatisfied. So once you start competing on price and you're just selling your service and not telling the actual outcomes and the results that you're going to bring to the client, you will attract those people, you will attract those clients who will never remain satisfied with you. They're going to keep asking for a lot of things. They're going to stack you, they're going to drain your mind, they're going to drain your fucking mind. But no worries, we can fix this. And the fix to this is, as we talked in our last chapter, by the way, if you haven't watched it, please go watch it. I will highly recommend it. Stop selling services and start selling outcomes. Don't say we manage social media, instead say the outcome. For example, 50,000 Instagram followers in the next 45 days. It's the same fucking thing, but you see how this sounds much better. This speaks a lot of clarity. This shows the outcome, this shows the timeline, this shows the result that you're going to bring in. The second mistake that people do is they copy their broke competitors. They go on freelancing platforms, they look what they're charging, and then they just, keep their price slightly below them to just be competitive. Stop being fucking competitive. My mentor once told me this quote by Dan Kennedy, that there is no strategic benefit to being second cheapest in the marketplace, but there is being for the most expensive. So if you are the second cheapest in the marketplace, so let's say if there's a guy selling $1,000 for a website, right, and you go and you start to charge 1,200 just to be competitive, clients will still pick that guy over you because he's the most cheaper one. You would never have any fucking advantage over him. And even if you lower your prices to, let's say, 800, and you say that now I'm the cheapest one, there is gonna someone who's gonna cheap you out on the price as well. Somebody's gonna sell the same service for 700, 600, 500. You will lose your clients because you're fucking competing on price and not competing on value. To create a fucking grand slam offer, there are 6 things that you need, and these are the exact 6 things that are missing in your offer. So let's talk about them. The outcome. What results are you gonna bring to the client? For example, you go to a client and you say that we manage social media ads. Fuck it, nobody cares. But instead, if you're gonna say that we're gonna book 15 to 20 qualified calls in the next 30 days, that sounds like a result that every client would want to have. The proof, case studies, testimonials, etc. Why should a client believe you? Honestly, like if someone comes to me and someone tries to pitch me something and someone tries to sell me anything, why should I believe them? Why should I trust them? Do I know them, or do they have some proofs that this is a work that they've delivered for someone else? Always remember that clients do not trust you because you are taking their money. Why should a client trust you with their money if they don't know you? The next one is a timeline. How fast can you deliver the results, and how fast can the client see the results if they choose to work with you? So if you're someone, you have a perfect offer, you're doing everything right, but if someone else is doing the same thing and delivering the results in 14 days and you're doing it in 30 days, you will lose. You need to make sure that the clients see the results as fast as it's possible. Make it fast for them. Next and the last one is the risk reversal. So what's going to happen if you can't bring the results? Are you going to work for them for free, or are you going to refund 100% of what you charge the client? What's going to happen? So give the clients a reason that if it doesn't work out for whatever the fuck reasons, we will do this for you. We will work for you free until you get that goal of 15,000 followers on Instagram, or we will return all of your money. What are you going to do if the results is not going to turn out what you promised to the client? So make sure you always have these 6 things in your offer. Now let's understand the same thing with an example, how we did in our last chapter. There are two business owners, business owner A and business owner B. Let's talk about the business owner A first. The outcome that he's selling, we manage social media. This is not actually an outcome. This is a task that you're doing. This is a service that you're providing. This is not an outcome. So stop fucking saying that. Proof that they're selling that we have 4 years of experience. I don't care. As a client, I do not really care if you have 4 years of experience or 15 years of experience. If you can't promise me the outcome, I'm not gonna work with you. Timeline. Results will come with time. What the fuck does that even mean, honestly? If you can't promise the exact timeline where you will deliver the result, nobody's gonna work. Straight as fuck. Effort. You have to provide us 30 years of content every month. Now that is one thing that you need to understand very carefully. As much as less effort is needed by the client, the more the value increases. And the more the value increases, the more your offer gets better. And the more your offer gets better, there's a high chance that you will close that client at a very high price. The next one is the risk. There is no guarantee or risk reversal. See, if the clients do not trust you, they will not work with you, honestly. If you're not making them believe that this is gonna work, why should they work with you? Always give your clients a guarantee, a risk reversal, that if this not turns out to be what we are promising you, we will do this thing for you. We're gonna return all of your money. We're gonna work for you free or something else. Just do it. Sign a contract with them. Sign a fucking contract. Now, if you look at this guy will maximum charge $1,200 to $1,500 per month, and he will never be charging any premium prices because he's missing all of the elements that a good offer should have. Now, let's talk about the business owner B. Outcome: 15,000 followers in the Instagram in the next 45 days. Exact result, exact timeline, just in one line. Proof: these are our last two clients for whom we got the results for. Showing exactly case studies, making the client believe that okay, these are the real world examples that we got the results for, and we're gonna do the exactly same for you. Timeline: start to see the results within 2 weeks. Gives a very clear timeline to the client that when they're gonna start to see the exact results that we are promising. Effort: you just have to spend 2 hours recording per month once. The amount of effort reduced between this and this is crazy, and just because of this one thing alone, the value of this offer increases by miles. Risk reversal or guarantee: we return your money and work for you free until you get the results. Now that is exactly what the clients want, honestly. If you can bring them the results, great, but make them believe that the results are gonna come. Just for their satisfaction, always give them a guarantee or always give them a risk reversal that in case we're not able to get you the results, we will work for you until you get the results and we will not charge you a single penny. What we have charged you so far, we will give that back to you as well. Now this guy right here, this will be charging at least $4,500 to $5,500 per month for the same services that this guy was doing, just because this guy positioned himself better than this person. Now the last but not the least thing is, how would you know that your offer sucks? Like, we talked about value, we talked about the mistakes in offer, we talked about how to position yourself, we talked about how you can pitch your offer, we talked about the key elements that every offer should have. But how would I know that if my offer sucks? How would I know that if my offer has those elements, or if I need to change anything, or if I need to improve my offer? Let's talk about that. So this is the checklist that you need to go over with. So write your offer, whatever you have. If it's already there, perfect. If it not, just write it and then go over these lists. Can you state your specific outcome in one sentence? For example, if you look at this guy here, the clear outcome can be stated within one line: 50,000 Instagram followers in the next 45 days. This guy cannot. So do you have your specific outcome explained in one line? Do you at least have 2 to 3 case studies proving that you've done the same result with measurable results? Measurable results are something that the clients can actually see. For example, if you've gotten someone 15,000 views on Instagram, you can share the Instagram pages, you can show the proof that okay, this is a live account and this is for whom we got the results for. Can a client see results within 30 days maximum? It can be 7 days, 14 days, 21 days, 27 days, or 30 days. But can a client see the results that you're promising within the next month? If yes, perfect. If not, then you need to work on it. Do you offer a guarantee that removes their risk? The exact same thing that we talked about above, that you should always give a risk reversal or always add a guarantee to their offer. Is 80% of the work done for them, not with them? So what this means is how much effort that they are putting. So if they have to do 80% of the effort and you're just doing 20%, they're not going to work with you. Honestly, your offer sucks, go and change it. But if 80% of the work is handled by your side and just 20% of the effort is from the client side, they will instantly work with you. This already makes your offer a great one. Is your price at least 2 to 3x your closest competitor. So the goal is not to sound cheap at all. Never sound cheap. So whatever your closest competitor is charging, charge at least 2 to 3 times more than that. But, and there is a big but, make sure to deliver the quality service. If you're charging more, make sure you deliver the good results. If you're delivering shitty service, your business will be over. You're gonna die. Your business is gonna be dead soon. Do the client say yes without price negotiation? This seems very simple, but is actually a very important thing. That what's the reaction of your clients when you pitch them their offer? Do they talk about price negotiation? Do they say that, oh, we need to think about it? Or do they just agree with you? If they're agreeing with you, that means your offer clearly states the result that they want to bring in. It's solving their problem that they have. So work on this one. You should have at least 6 points for a solid offer, and anything less than that needs improvement. Now that is all for today. In the next chapter, we're going to talk about how you can select a market and how you can charge more. But until then, go look at your offer, see what your offer is missing, compare your offer on the checklist that I provided, and then see if your offer sucks or it is actually a good solid offer. I'll see you in the next chapter. Till then, bye bye.